Hello everybody and welcome to the channel. We got the final game of this 4-game series with the Houston Astros and Los Angeles Dodgers. Will the Astros sweep their way out of town, or will the Dodgers finally win a game? Leading off for the Astros, playing center field is Cedeno. Batting second, playing second, Biggio. Batting third, playing first is Bagwell. Batting fourth, playing right field is Doggo. Batting fifth, playing shortstop is Cora. Batting sixth, playing left field is Lee. Batting seventh, playing third base is Bergman. Batting eighth, on the catching is Gaddis. And batting ninth and on the mound is Mike Hampton. And the hometown Los Angeles Dodgers. Let's see who they got here. And we got leading off, playing second is Lopes. Batting second, playing short is Wills. Batting third, doing the catching is Piazza. Batting fourth, playing center field is Kemp. Batting fifth, playing left field is Guerrero. Batting sixth, playing right field is Davis. Batting seventh, playing first base is Garvey. Batting eighth, playing third base is Say. And on the mound, batting ninth, doing the pitching is KOUFAX. Let's get down here to the field and get this game started, folks. And lead it off here for the Astros is Cedeno, batting .264 with 2 homers and 6 RBIs. Sandy Koufax, this is his third appearance. He's 1-0 with a 1.12 ERA. And here's the pitch to CC. And that's going to be a ground ball down the short. And Morty's got it. He fires over to Garvey for out number 1. And that'll bring up Biggio now. And Biggio batting .212 with no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be against the lefty. Fly ball out to right field. Tommy Davis makes the catch. And there's quickly 2 down here. And that brings up Bagwell. And Bagwell's batting .420 with 4 homers and 15 RBIs, leading the National League in RBIs. That's going to be a hit for Jeff. Infield single. And Bagwell's aboard here with 2 outs. That brings up Hidalgo. He's having a fine start of the season. Well, not as fine as I thought. .217 with 2 homers and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a hit by pitch, I believe. Yep, he hits him. So KOUFAX now, after getting the first 2 batters out easily, has got first and second. And that brings up Mr. Carlos Cora. And Carlos is batting .222 with 2 homers and 3 RBIs. Here's the pitch to Cora. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. KOUFAX strikes him out to end the inning, his first strikeout of the game. And Houston nothing. Dodgers coming to the plate. And you can see the team comparisons here. Houston 6-7 with a 54 runs scored, 18 homers, 16 stolen bases, and 3 caught stealings. The Dodgers are 5-6, 42 runs, 15 homers, 7 RBIs, and caught twice. But somebody's coming out of this game is going to be back to 500, huh? Both of them 1 game below 500. Somebody's going to be a 500 ball club after this. Here's the pitch to Lopes. And that's going to be against the lefty 8. And that's going to be a pop-up. Yep, that's going to be a pop-up down the short. And Carlos makes the catch for out number 1. And Maury Wills comes to the plate now. 1 down, nobody on, batting .286 with no homers and no RBI. That's going to be a ground ball back to Mike. He tosses over to the Bagwell for out number 2. 2 up and 2 down for Piazza. And Piazza batting .273 with 1 homer and 8 RBIs. And that's going to be a rare play. 41 and a 36. That's going to be strike 1 for Piazza. Here's the 1-0 pitch. And he strikes him out. And that is Hampton's first strikeout. Just like the top of the inning, deja vu. Both pitchers get the final out on a strikeout. Now we're to the top of the second and no score. And you got Lee, Bergman, and Gaddis due up. Lee's only batting .037 with no homers and no RBIs. And he gets a hold of this one now, and that's going to be a double in the right field. A leadoff double. And Bergman comes to the plate now with the go-ahead run down at second. And Bergman's also struggling, batting .080 with 1 homer and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a 39. The catcher. And they pick Lee off at second. What's he doing? Nice job by Piazza to pick the runner off. And now there's 1 out and nobody on. And here's the 0-1 pitch. And that's going to be another strikeout for KOUFAX. Now there's 2 down. And Gaddis comes to the plate. He's batting .182, 2 homers and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. So that's 3 strikeouts on the day for Sandy. The Astros get a double, but he gets picked off. And now we go to the bottom of the second. It's a 0-0 game. You got Kemp, Guerrero, and Davis due up. And Kemp's batting .234 with 2 homers and 2 RBIs. And that's going to be a base on balls for Matt. He trots on down to first. So the leadoff runner's aboard for the Dodgers, just like in the top of the inning it was for Houston. And Pedro Guerrero's up, batting .179 with a homer and 4 RBIs. And that's going to be a pop up down the third. Bergman calls for it, makes the catch, and there's 1 out. And you can see the team comparison here. Houston with a .202 average, a .286 on base percentage, slugging .398 with a .683 OPS. Dodgers only batting .208 with a .272 on base percentage, slugging .419 and an OPS of .691. Tommy Davis is up. He's struggling. He's 1 for 16. That's an .062 batting average with no homers and no RBIs. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Biggio. He picks it up cleanly, throws over to Bagwell, and that'll be out number 2. And now you got Garvey up, and Garvey's batting .250. He's got 1 homer and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out the right field, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 goes the Dodgers. Well, no, they don't. Kemp was on at first. I'll be right back, folks. The phone's ringing. Alrighty, sorry about that. We're back. And we got Hampton due up, followed by CC and Biggio. And you see Houston's upcoming schedule. This is the last game here in LA. They travel to Cincinnati for 2 games, and then they go home to take on the Nationals. And Mike's looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 4. And he's 0 for 5 as that's a ground ball down the short. That'll be out number 1. And that'll bring up the top of the order now. And CC, he started this game off with grounding out the short. He's 0 for 1. That's going to be a 21. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. The Penguins up with it over the Popeye. And there's 2 down. And it's up to Biggio to do something. He's 0 for 1. He flew out the right his first time up. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. And KOUFAX with his 4th strikeout of the game ends the inning. The bottom of the third, still no score. And the bottom part of the order due up here for the Dodgers. Say, KOUFAX, and then back to Lopes. And the Penguins batting 154 with no homers and 1 RBI. And that's going to be a base on balls. And he trots on down to first. And now KOUFAX is going to try to lay down a bunt here and get him over to second. Sandy is 0 for 3 on the year. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. Alex has got it. Only plays over to first with Bergman covering. And that'll be out number 1. But the runner does get down the second. Gets in scoring position for Davey Lopes. And Davey, he popped up the short his first time up. He's 0 for 1. That's going to be a fly ball out to left field. Lee makes the catch, and now there's 2 down. So it'll take a 2-out base hit by Maury Wills here. Get the Dodgers on the board. He grounded back to Mike his first time up. And that's going to be against the lefty, 17. And that's going to be a ground ball. Nope. That's going to be a fly ball out the shallow center field. CC makes the catch, and that ends it. Dodgers strain 1. We get to the top of the 4th. Nothing. And we got Bagwell due up. Hidalgo and Cora, the big boys. And Jeff, he led off he had a double in the first, a single in the first rather. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Lopes. Lopes is up with it, tosses it over to Garvey for out number 1. Now Hidalgo comes to the plate. He got hit by a pitch his first time up. And not this time. He makes him pay, folks. That ball is blasted down, I think, the left field line. Yep, down the left field line. And that drops in, and that's fair. And Hidalgo's got himself a 1-out double. And again, Houston's got a runner in scoring position here against KOUFAX. Can they deliver this time? And Cora, he struck out against Sandy his first time up. And that's going to be another swing and a miss. KOUFAX has got his number. Struck him out twice. That's his 5th strikeout. 2 of them's been Cora. And Lee, he doubled back in the second. Can he do it again and drive in a run, folks? And that's going to be a 20 and a 9. That's going to be a shortstop. 35 and an 8 should be fielding column 2. Yep, fielding column 2. And he's going to look the runner back to second. Fire over to first. And now that was the final out, folks. So that's it for Houston. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Piazza, Kemp, and Guerrero, the big boys coming up here. 3, 4, 5 for the Dodgers. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Mike strikes out Piazza. His 2nd strikeout of the game, and both of them's been Piazza, folks. Now Matt Kemp comes up. He walked his first time up. And that's going to be against the lefty, a 10. And a 9. And that's going to be a fly ball out to center field. CC makes a nice catch, takes a base hit away from Kemp. A little tip of the cap here to CC. And now Guerrero is up. He's 0 for 1. He popped up his first time up. And that's going to be a ground ball down the bags. At first, he takes it himself, and 1, 2, 3 goes the Dodgers. To the top of the 5th we go. No score here in LA. And Bergman, followed by Gaddis and Hampton, the bottom 3rd. Alex struck out. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be a grounder down the Lopes. He tosses it over to Garvey, and there's 1 down. Now Gaddis is up, and he struck out his first time against KOUFAX. And that's what he does again. KOUFAX has got his number. That's 6 strikeouts for Sandy. And now Mike Hampton's up. He grounded out his first time up. He's 0 for 1. And that's going to be another strikeout. So 1, 2, 3 goes Houston. To the bottom of the 5th we go with Davis due up here, followed by Garvey and Say. Tommy 0 for 1 today. And that's going to be against the righty at 10. That's going to be another fly ball, and CC's saving the day out there, folks. He's picking it out there, taking hits away from the Dodgers left and right. And now Garvey's up. Garvey's 0 for 1. He flew out the right his first time up. And that's a base on ball. So Garvey gets a board here with a 1-out walk. And Houston looking for that ground ball. You don't have a lot of speed at the plate or at first. And the Penguin, he walked his first time up. And that's going to be against the 12. That's going to be a line drive base hit in the left field. Garvey will stop at second. So now with 1 out, the Dodgers making some noise. And KOUFAX, they're going to let Sandy swing away here, folks. Sandy's, they changed their mind. They're putting the bunt sign down. They're going to put the bunt sign down. Only 1 out here. And that's going to be a 23 on a bunt. And that's going to be safe on an error. And that's going to be a throwing error by Hampton. The runner's going to score. An E1, the runner's going to score from second. Runner on first is going to get down to third. And what about the batter? What about the batter? And the batter stays at first. So a throwing error by Hampton. Now it's first and third. And it's 1. What happened there? Runner was supposed to score. Why didn't the runner score? Undo. So we got now let's see. Okay. And now it's first and third and 1-0. Davey Lopes is up. They'll play back for the double play. Davey's 0 for 2. He's popped up and flown out. And that's going to be a 27 and a 31. 31 and a 5. Be column number 1. And that's going to be the old Nope, they're not going to get. That's going to be a swing and a miss. He strikes him out. So he strikes Lopes out. Doesn't get the double play, but strikes him out. And Maury Wills is up. Maury's 0 for 2. He is grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball down the first. And let's see here. 65. That'll be the old 3-6 put out. Let's see, with 2 outs. Let's make sure with 2 outs he doesn't just take it himself. Nope, he's going to go 1-6 for the put out. And that'll end the inning. The Dodgers get one, though, on the throwing error by Hampton and lead this game 1-0. Got the top of the order due up here for Houston. CC, Biggio, and Bagwell. And here's the pitch to CC. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Kemp for out number 1. 1 up and 1 down here in the 6th. Biggio's up now. He's 0 for 2 today. And that's going to be a base on balls. Houston will take it. Biggio's down at first with 1 out, trailing by 1. And Biggio's going to be taken off, folks. 32. That'll be a 62 or lower. He's safe at second. And they throw him out with a 63. Piazza comes up. Nice throw right on the money and throws Biggio out. Now there's 2 outs and nobody on. And Bags, he's 1 for 2 today. And that's going to be another base on balls. Sandy walks Bagwell. Bagwell's down at first now. And he's going to take off. And it'll be a 29 for Bags. They're not thinking Piazza can throw him out here. And that'll be a 55 or lower. And he's down at second with a stolen base. So now you got a runner in scoring position and 2 out. And Hidalgo's up, and he doubled his last time up. And that's going to be another base on balls as KOUFAX can't find the strike zone this inning. That's his 3rd walk in this inning, folks. And that brings up Carlos Cora. And Cora, with runners on first and second, he's 0 for 2. Sandy's had his number. He struck him out both times. Not this time. What's that going to be? 14 and an 8. That'll be a fly ball out to Matt Kemp. That'll end the inning. And Houston blew a nice opportunity. Stranded 2, had a runner thrown out and still trailed this game 1-0. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Piazza, Kemp, and Guerrero. And Mike is 0 for 2. He is struck out twice against Hampton. And that's going to be a ground ball back to Mike. He tosses it over to Bags. And that'll be out number 1. And Matt Kemp comes up. And Matt's 0 for 1. He's walked in this game. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Biggio. And that's 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 6th. And Guerrero comes to the plate now. He's 0 for 2. He's popped up and grounded out. Not this time, folks. That ball is high. That ball is far. How far is it going to go? Kiss it goodbye. It's out of here. Pedro Guerrero just launched one in the left field. And that doubles your fun, doubles your pleasure, doubles your lead with double netball. And now you got Tommy Davis up. He's 0 for 2 today. He is grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a fly ball out to CC. That'll end it. But the homer gives the Dodgers a 2-run lead as we go to the top of the 7th, 2-0 LA. You got Lee due up, followed by Bergman and Gaddis. And Lee's 1 for 2. He doubled in the game. And that's going to be a base on balls. That'll bring the tying run to the plate and Alex Bergman. And Alex is 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out. And that's going to be 2 balls and no strikes. Sandy is struggling with control here, folks. And that's going to be a walk the hard way. And they're going to go out and talk to Sandy and get the bullpen up here in the 7th. Now you got the go-ahead run at the plate. First and second. Nobody out. Gaddis, he's 0 for 2. He is struck out twice against KOUFAX. That's going to be a 38. And that's going to be a pass ball. And that gets rid of the double play chance. And they're going to bring the infield in. Second and third. Nobody out. Gaddis now with the 1-0 pitch. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. KOUFAX comes back and strikes him out, gets a big strikeout. That's his 8th strikeout to go with them 5 walks, and that'll be it for Hampton. We'll have a pitch hitter here for Mike. See who's going to come off the bench here. And it's going to be Glenn Davis coming off the bench. Glenn Davis with one swing and a bat give Houston the lead here. 2nd and 3rd, only 1 out for Davis. And Davis is batting .250. He's 1 for 4 with a homer and an RBI. And that's going to be a fly ball out the left field. A 34 and a 1 should be fielding column 3. And it is. And that'll be probably deep enough even to score Lee. Lee does not have great speed, though. It'll be a 58. .32. Do they even want to fool with it? A 32 and a 50 for Bergman. So both of them's a 32. So they're going to try to throw out the runner at the plate, a 62 or lower. Both runners are tagging here. Here's the play at the plate, and he's just in there. Close play. Close play. 32, yep, it was a 62, a 61. He's safe. But nice job by Guerrero to make out even a close play. So that's a sacrifice fly out the left. And now you got the tying run 90 feet away with 2 outs. And Davis gets the sacrifice fly. Almost drove them both in. And now you got CC up with 2 outs in a 2-1 ball game. CC is 0 for 3 today, grounded out and flown out. And that's going to be a ground ball down to Maury. At short, he fires over to first. But Houston cuts the lead in half. It's 2-1 as we go to the 7th inning stretch. And got to get a new pitcher here for Houston. You got the righties coming up. Ken Force is going to come out of the bullpen. Try to keep this a 1-run lead, trailing by 1. Where's Ken at here? There he is. He'll come in the game. He'll be facing the bottom 3rd of the order. He'll have Garvey, Say, and a pitch hitter for Sandy. And this is Ken's 6th appearance. No record with a 3.86 ERA. And Garvey comes to the plate. He's 0 for 1. He did walk and come around to score his last time up. And that's going to be a base hit in the right field. Garvey with a leadoff single. And now you got Ryan Say up. And again, they'll be looking for a double play ball here out of Say. Say's 1 for 1. He has walked and singled back in the 5th. And that's going to be against the righty. 20 and an 8. Yeah. 20 and an 8 will be a fly ball out the right field. Hidalgo's got it for out number 1. Now we need a pitch hitter here for Sandy, who's leading this game 2-1, so he won't be able to lose the game. Let's see who's going to pitch hit here against the righty. And Cody Bellinger is going to come off the bench here. See what Cody can do for the Dodgers. With 1 out and a runner down at first in a 2-1 ball game. And Cody's batting 231 on the year, 2 homers and 5 RBIs. And that's going to be lifted out to left field. Lee says he's got it and does. That'll be out number 2. So now it's up to Davey Lopes to keep this inning going, folks. And Davey is 0 for 3. He has popped up, flown out, and struck out. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. Ken strikes him out. So the leadoff single goes nowhere. We go to the top of the 8th. It's 2-1 LA. And you got the righties coming up here. And Jansen's going to come out of the bullpen. Try to keep this a 1-run ball game. So where's Jansen at? He gets the call. And this is Jansen's 4th appearance of the year. 1 save with no ERA. He's got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up here. Biggio, Bagwell, and Hidalgo. Biggio's 0 for 2. He did walk. Got caught stealing. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be a 25. And that's going to be a fly ball out to Kemp. That'll be out number 1. Now you got bags up. And Biggio is 1 for 2. He has walked and singled and stolen a base in this game. And that's going to be against the righty. That'll be another fly ball out to Kemp. 2 fly balls, 2 ounces. Matt Kemp's showing off the leather out there as Legend Sports Universe joins us here. Check out his channel. You doing a game tonight, Legends? Legends is doing the playoffs in the franchise baseball league. Had a good game last night. Check it out. And Hidalgo's up. He is 1 for 1. He has a double. He's been hit by a pitch, and he is walked. And that's going to be the first time they gotten him out today. That's a slow roller down the short. Fires over the first. Boxing's on tonight, folks. Check that out on Legend Sports Universe channel. We go to the bottom of the 8th. It's still a 2-1 ball game. And you got the 2, 3, 4 hitters due up here. Can keep this a 1-run game and give the Houston Astros a chance in the top of the 9th. You got Wills, Piazza, and Kemp due up. Maury 0 for 3, grounded out, flown out, and grounded into a fielder's choice. And against the righty, that'll be a fly ball out to center field. CC calls for it, waits for it, and makes the catch for out number 1. Now Mike Piazza, he was 0 for 3. He has struck out twice and grounded out. That's going to be a 19. That's going to be a ground ball back to Ken. He fields it cleanly, throws it over to Bagwell. And now there's 2 quick outs here. Now Matt Kemp comes to the plate with nobody on and 2 outs, and he's 0 for 2. Walk back in the second, and that's going to be a fly ball out the right field. And 45, that should be caught. 45 and a 3. Yep, that's a nice play out there by Hidalgo. He flashes the leather, takes a base hit away from Matt. That's a 1, 2, 3, 8th. We go to the top of the 9th. Houston needs 1 run to keep this game alive. They got the Carlos boys due up, Cora and Lee, followed by Bergman. And Carlos is 0 for 3. He struck out twice and flown out. Oh, wait a second. Do we want to change pitchers here before I do that? Yeah, Eric's going to come in the game and try to nail this down. So bring in the big boy. Eric's going to come in the game here. Try to get another save. And he comes in 3 appearances with a 5.4 ERA, if I remember correctly. He had a rough outing his last time against these Astros and a non-save opportunity. Yes, he did. 2 hits, a run, and a walk. Let's see if he can get it. That was without pitching for 8 days. So let's see if he's knocked the rust off here. And that's going to be against the righty. And that's going to be a ground ball down the, nope, a fly ball out to Davis. Davis makes the catch for out number 1. Now you got the other Carlos up, Lee. And Lee is 1 for 2 with a double in this game. He walked and came around the score his last time up. And that's going to be a base on balls. And Houston will take it. Now puts the time run at first and the go-ahead run at the plate. And Alex Bergman. And Alex is 0 for 2. He walked his last time up. Do they want to send Lee? That is the question. Do they want to send Lee? Can't see. Eric's +1. I'll make him a 30. So they're gonna let Alex bat here. 0 for 2 today as we drop the dice. And that's going to be a ground ball down the third. That could end this game, folks. 32 and a 5. That could be a round the horn double play. And that's exactly. Yep, that's exactly what it is. And that's going to be the old 5-4-3 double play. And that's your ball game, folks. The Dodgers finally win 2-1. Nice pitching job by Sandy Koufax. Let's take a look here at the box score. The Dodgers was on, I think, a 5-game losing streak. They finally get a win here in LA against Houston. Houston can't sweep them. So look at that. What a great pitching performance by both pitchers. Shame Hampton got the loss. Hampton got the loss. Dodgers 2 runs on only 3 hits, and Houston 1 run, 3 hits, and 1 error. And that was a big error by Mike Hampton. Nobody had more than 1 hit. Astros were 0 for 6, left 6 men on base, 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position. And the big homer by Guerrero, they were 0 for 6 with runners in scoring position, left 5 men on. And Mike Hampton picks up the loss. He's 0-3. 6 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs. Only 1 of them earned, but that 1 unearned run was his own fault. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, and a homer. Ken came in and did a great job. 2 innings, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. Sandy Koufax picks up his 2nd win. He's 2-0. Goes 7 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, walked 5, struck out 8. Jansen comes in 1 inning, and Eric comes in and gets his first save of the year, 1 inning and with 1 walk. Take a look here at the leaderboard and standings. Well, let's first look and see if the Dodgers, like I say, I think they just snapped an 0 for 5 slump. I think they was 0 for 5. Check that out first. No, 4-game losing streak. Sorry, 4-game losing streak. That gets them back to 500. And let's check out the standings in the leaderboard. And in the National League East, the Braves are a game up on New York. Washington 2 games back. The Phillies 2.5, and the Marlins 3.5. And in the Central, The Brewers are a half a game up on the Pirates. The Cardinals are a game back. The Cubbies and the Reds are a game and a half back. And Houston is 3 games back. And like was Houston's now 3 games back with that loss. And the Giants are now 2.5 games up on the Dodgers as the Dodgers get back to 500 with that win. And the Diamondbacks and Padres are 3 games back with Colorado 4.5 games back. And Paul Molitor is leading the league with a 457 average. Bonds and Sosa with 7 homers and Bags with the 15 RBIs. And like I say, the ERA leaders are at 0. And you got umpteen pitchers, 10 or more pitchers tied with 2 wins. Chapman, Kimbrough, Smith, Suter, and Tecalvi with 3 saves. And Jeff Bagwell's leading the National League in the MVP voting, and Juan Marichal with the Cy Young lead right now. The next game on the channel will be an American League game. Let's see who it's going to be. And it's going to be, looks like it's going to be Anaheim, the Angels, well, not Anaheim, LA. Angels going up against Cleveland. Tanana against Kluber. See how many game series that is. 1, 2, 3. And that's a 3-game series. So it'll be the Angels going up against the Tribe in a 3-game series. And like I say, it'll be Tanana against Kluber in game number 1. I want to thank Legend Sports Universe for joining us here. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button. It don't cost nothing, folks. Hit that bell for reminders and hit that like button and leave a comment. Till next time, y'all have a great day and take care.